I am here. 8 minutes late. Imagine that. I started the stream extra late because I was getting some food because I haven't eaten today. And I was like, alright, I can just finish this while the ads are playing and stuff. And I'm not even like a quarter of the way finished. I'm too busy looking for the password and setting up the programs and stuff that I just didn't get a chance to eat. So, I'm gonna be eating while on stream. Hopefully it doesn't bother anybody. Hopefully it doesn't pick up on mic, ideally. But I guess we'll see. I gotta move my things around. That needs to go over there. This needs to go over here. Why do I have to do a left-handed drawing stream? Get out of here. There you go. Oh, come here. I don't have to. Yes, I do. It is the way of things. You can do a right-handed drawing. No. Okay. Ideally, everything's set up. Oh, whoops, wrong one. There we go. There you go. That's the one. It's called art, not stream. Alright. So, I'm gonna be doing mostly emotes today. You do this because of yourself? No! It's not true. When you draw with your mouth, I don't think I even could. I can try real quick. Yeah, I can't even, like... I can't even, like, get close enough to the table to hit anything except, like, right here. Because of the way my mic and stuff is all set up. Not while you're eating. Yeah, I know. I definitely didn't just put it in my mouth while I was eating. Anyway. So yeah, I'm going to be doing mostly emotes today. I can take requests occasionally just for fun if I get bored of drawing emotes. I've got a bunch. And of course, if somebody wants me to draw something, I can, just for fun. By all means. I just need to adjust all my things to be the right size again. How big is this canvas? Quite. That's alright. I'm gonna do the silly one. Where's my silly brush? Here it is. Silly brush. A brush that I don't have to commit to using. I want it on 20 size, please. That's too small. What size is this? That's probably like 50. No, it's bigger than that. Jeez. 100? Yeah, it's 100. Wow. Okay. So I want to refine Lurk, because it's not very good. This one's fine, mostly. I'm going to shade like down there, probably, just to touch it up and get rid of some of these like dots that are just hanging around doing nothing. And I'm also using this as reference for colors and things. So, literally fine, yes. Oh man, you know what I should just do is just grab, like, instead of drawing another circle, I should just grab this circle and put it just to speed things up, because otherwise it'll take such a long time. To redraw that whole face with my left hand. Ugh. Okay, get out of here with your face. Size 70. Get out of here. Just get out of here. A bigger brush. Alright, so I have... Why did I get rid of the whole face? I need some of that. I need, like, the mouth, and like that would think the nose would be fine. The mouth doesn't need to be there, the nose does though. But I'll edit it as needed. Why did I get rid of the freaking cheekbones? Why did I do that? Get out, come on. Come on, me. I'm flustered today, I'm too hungry to be doing this. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing mostly emotes. I have a bunch from random suggestions I've got over the course of however long it's been since I've been asking for it. Since the last time I did it, I guess. So, I'm using my left hand to remove that. Yeah. Yeah, I am. I have to, my desk is set up in such a way that I can do things right-handed but not left-handed. So my keyboard is off my desk on my file cabinet, and my tablet is in front of me. So I have to, if I want to do something, I have to like lean over to my left and click buttons over there. Or I can do it manually, you know. But yeah, so I have Shlug, which I don't know why I decided to put this face on this one. Shlug's not going to work for this emote. Shlug's a really silly emote that was suggested, but I might do it. Wave and Heart, the first ones I want to try out doing. Wave is just a general one that I should always have. Everybody should have one. And Heart, probably too. But I don't know which one I'm going to do first. But I am going to, of course, copy this and move it over to here and start on that one, because I don't need that to be there. Give me my brush back, please. There it is. Undo that. A grumpy moon would be cool, you think? A grumpy one? Sure. I think I have that down, too. Yeah, I do, right here. Well, you can't see it, but it's right there. I have my sticky notes. Yeah, like, a wave is not a hard one to do. I don't know if I should do, like, a wave, like, you know, like, hi. And, like, well, I should probably just... It doesn't really work unless I shrink the moon. Or if I should do, like, a wave, like, hello. Like, you know, like an awkward wave or, like, an excited wave. There's two different types of waves. Oh, I guess there's three. Yeah, I can do a surfing wave. Save that for the drowning mode. There's water on the moon. Yeah, it's true. I have like a little surfing guy up here. How about that? It'll be a little Easter egg for people who are here. It'll be confusing for everybody else. Hydrates. Where's my water? My desk is a mess. My food. I don't have anywhere to put my food. Let me move my mouse. Not that I'm even using the mouse. I even brought a fork to eat instead of using my hands like a barbarian. I didn't want to get my hands greasy. Or dirty, I guess. So, the wave emote doesn't need to be complicated. It just needs to exist, right? So, I could easily do one like that, which is like, hello. Or I could go like a bit more bombastic about it and be like, that's not the right face, but whatever. That's like a disgusted face. Undo that. Like that. But I don't know which one's better. That one's harder to, like, parse because it's at the corner of the screen. I'd have to shrink the main orb down, I think, to make that one make sense. I'll dupe this, I guess, and put another one down in its place. Oh, the face didn't move with it. Oops. Oh, well, it's fine. Just move it like this. My lasso. Art streams are always kind of rough to do because I have nothing to talk about. This is the second one I've done, clearly, but still, tough to do because I have nothing to say or do other than just ramble about my art process, which I don't usually do. I usually sit in complete silence listening to music while I draw. It's quite hard to see what it should be there if you don't know what it is already. Yeah, I guess it does just look like a goatee or something, doesn't it? I didn't. Well, let me see if I can find. Where is that one? This one? Oh, it's tiny though. I was gonna pull it up and show it in like full screen, but it's really small. The original file must have been lost, or it must be on a different program. I think I did it in Photoshop. I think that's why. Can I open Photoshop files in this? No, I can't. Rat. Yeah, that's why you had a vomiting tomato at one time. Oh well. You know, it could be that. Yeah, I do want to get rid of lull. I like that emote, but I prefer the regular one, so I do want to get rid of that one. But I need emotes to replace it with. Because like it's if it's like bigger, I can't. That's the wrong way to make things bigger. Oh god, how do you zoom without using keyboard controls? Yeah, so I think I've when I made that originally, that is the wrong movement tool. Where's the freaking? All right, just use this. There you go. But like, yeah, I guess because it's green, it definitely looks a bit suspicious, I suppose. But yeah, I can understand how it could be misinterpreted pretty simply. If it was particularly small. It's not a Crimson Art stream. It's a Crimson Art stream. Anyway, but yeah, it's a I do like the emote. I do like the way I drew it, but I do want a different one. I want like something that isn't replacing an already good emote. And like this one here, no, like one of my favorite emotes, which is just like really stupid and nobody like doesn't make any sense. This one here, I love this emote. I've had so much fun drawing this one, but like this is one of those ones that you can't tell anything. It's like too much detail on it to know what's going on unless you get it like really big, so it doesn't show up at all, like in the small form. It's really hard to see. Yeah, exactly. Like it's meant to be like a Yakuza, like a joke anime gangster, like you know the ones that are always like, huh? Yeah, it's supposed to be one of those. And it's like I worked really hard on it. I thought it was really fun, but yeah, you can't parse it in the chat at all. So I'm gonna just probably get rid of it, even though I like it. But yeah. Yeah, Grump is a good one to do. Wave is fun. It's just kind of hard to get it. And like, you're right, the hands need to be like more obviously hands. I shrunk the deselect that. Give back my cool pen. Brush. Pen. There you go. Heart. I'm not going to do a twerk one because I worry it'll get deleted off of Twitch immediately, and also you probably have to be animated to make any sense. Man, I can't. I need. Why didn't I eat before stream? Sounds like a you problem. Well, yeah, that's why I'm not going to do it. That's exactly why. No! I dropped him on the floor. Scumbag. Get in the garbage. You have a lot of emotes, lots of park emotes in. Probably like 4 more followers, right? Follower emotes, yeah. Also tier 2, at least 1 bid emote. Oh yeah, I forgot about bid emotes. I'd have to look. Let me just pull up my dashboard. Do I want to do that right now? Not really. That's gonna take a lot of doing with one hand. Why am I masticating with my mango hole? Because I didn't eat today, and I was gonna eat before stream, but then I lost my password to the music website and stuff. So I had to find it, and I didn't have a chance to eat before stream. So now I'm just eating during. Yeah, so I don't know which one of these is better. I kind of like them both, like both the ideas. I think this is less funny. This is more like wholesome, whereas like this one, it's just kind of like silly. I just kind of like the silly one, but like I don't know how well it'll read as a wave. If you're gonna make us listen to you eat, you could at least show us and turn it into a mukbang. I mean, it's nothing interesting to look at. It's just chicken. Like bid emotes, they stay unlocked forever, so you still have some emotes of streamers you watched in the past and who doesn't stream anymore. Oh, that's kind of fun. A bit ominous. Not ominous, that's not the word. Macabre, maybe? I don't know. It's sad that they're not streaming anymore. Streaming's been fun. I really like it. I was worried it would be like stressful, but it's mostly fine. I stress out occasionally, but usually it's alright. It's nice to just meet people who are generally kind and like to hang out and chat with during the streams. So I don't have to sit in silence while playing video games. Although it gives me a chance to play video games generally, and that's why I wanted to stream in the first place. Just having so many games that I just didn't have the time to play, forcing myself to play them made it a lot easier to work with. Maybe you're interesting to look at. Ooh, it is sad, yeah. They're not probably not dead. Yeah, well, yeah. Still have something to remember them. Yeah, that's true. Then you got punished with us here instead. Well, it's alright. I appreciate the company, regardless of who it is. That makes it look sad. Like goodbye. That makes it look awkward. No, that makes it look weird. That won't even read. That's way too small. I keep forgetting the lines have to be like thick to show up. That one's too aggressive. Did you draw all this before stream, or are you just really fast with your left hand? I drew the circle off stream. I stole that from this one. And just because it's faster and easier. So I drew this on stream. It's, you know, kind of cheating. Self-plagiarism. Exactly, yeah. If I have an emote, I have like a mascot, right? Might as well use it. Oh my god, more of my food almost fell and I wasn't even touching it. Got a ghost in here trying to make me starve. It looks kind of creepy on its own. What, without the... Does it? Now it's a ghost. Ooh. Anyway, I don't know what to do with the wave emote. I like this. I think this is funny. So I'll probably keep that. I'm gonna make the hand look a bit nicer. I got so... I cannot express to you how difficult it is to do this. I can't even, like, erase correctly with my left hand. You can give me a new layer, specifically for the hand. It's entirely a self-imposed restriction. It is, I know. Doesn't make me feel better, though. I know I could stop it at any time. Probably makes me feel worse, honestly. But then I feel better when I'm done with it. It makes me laugh, because it always comes out unpredictable, right? It doesn't come out, like, good. It comes out weird, which I like a lot. But yeah, I kind of want the hand... Do I want the hand to be, like, fingers curled while waving? That's not going to look like fingers at all. Because I don't have the ability to do perspective shots without... Which... there. No, it's just... doesn't look anything. Alright, get out of here. I like the straight up and down hand, I think, so we're gonna do that. It's gonna be bigger than that, because otherwise it won't read, but it's good enough for a rough. It's all gonna be rough. Don't know what I'm saying that. Just increase that size, please. I think straight up and down is sillier than having it like waving around. It could be a funnier emote. Like if I made it animated, I could just have it like... Oh, I guess it doesn't process when I'm moving it. Have it like move up slowly like this. But that would take some doing. Can I activate animation mode? I can't. Darn, I have to open it as an animation. Oh well. Adeptus Mechanicus would gladly supply you with a new third hand. That'd be nice. As a German, this makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Does it? Oh, right. I'll tilt it. How about that? I mean, there's not very many types to wave, like ways to wave. Like, honestly, you think it's a compliment source if people can recognize your art style so easily just by using your dominant hand. Maybe it is, but I don't really want my main account associated with my art, like, account. Because like I said before, all of my friends and family know this name. So I don't really want it to be associated. Also, I can be, like, mean to people on the other account without any repercussions. If somebody's like, hey, I want this done for me, I'd be like, nah, I don't want to do that. Go away. But, like, on this account, I'm like, oh, ooh, I don't want to do that. But, oh, I guess I have to, because you asked. Like, I'm, like, far too nice on my main account. On my other account, anonymously, I can just be kind of mean. Well, not mean, but like I just, you know, I can reject things easier. With the little beard over the mouth. It's not a beard. It's meant to be like the fulcrum or whatever it's called. The fulcrum. It's meant to be the lip thing. But I guess that does read badly, so maybe I will get rid of it. Just for you, Bert. Put the hand more vertical. How many of you are gonna go into Rule 34 section of the internet to hunt down your broccoli works? I've never done broccoli. I don't do rock. I don't do copywritten characters for the sake of safety, I guess. No, I fucking really? I just spilled on my shirt. I didn't swear, nobody heard it. That's a good stream. 30 minutes in, I've drawn a hand. Oof. Making progress. The odds are I'll come back in with my right hand and touch it up. Just to make it so, like, I'll leave the general shapes and stuff, but because of how, like, rough this is to draw with my right hand, it would be a lot easier. That's a bad shape. And faster, but that's cheating, so we're gonna delete all that. Some abstract art on the floor by the sound of it. Well, no. I got ketchup on my shirts from from dipping it in the chicken, or dipping the chicken in it, and then the chicken fell to the floor earlier. Drew your previous emotes with your right hand. So it's not like we don't already know what your style looks like. That was let me double check for you. That was like 6 years ago. My style's changed wildly since then. I drew Phoenix's project for his friend yesterday. Well, today, I guess. With my right hand, but I intentionally made it bad. Like I tried my hardest to make very generalized shapes and stuff. Can you see? I guess. I don't think he'd be upset if I showed it. Not like it was a secret project or anything. Gotta find it. But I drew it in like an hour, and that was mostly me just fiddling with the background. But again, right-handed, but intentionally made bad so that it wouldn't be identifiable. I even took like precautions where I used the mechanical pencil tool, so I had no line variation, and I made sure not to taper any of my lines. I didn't render it. I didn't blend any of my shadows. Nothing. So it looks nothing like my regular style, and I'm so happy. Anyway, there you go. Back to my regular art. It's adorable. Well, it's not supposed to be. It was meant to be like a joke. You'd like to hand positions, yeah. Apparently, it was meant to like harass a friend of Phoenix's who said something silly, and then it's a joke now. And so that's that. Do I want these long, spindly fingers? Yeah, I used, like I said, I used the mechanical pencil tool, which was a lifesaver because it keeps one, like, specific line weights, no matter how hard or soft I press the... Oh, no, it doesn't. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. It keeps one specific line weight. It doesn't, like, taper or anything. So, it doesn't have, like, this sort of thing going on. You know. So, worked out fine. Anyway, what am I gonna do here? The hand's fine now. It's readable as a hand. I need to make the thumb a bit more thummy. And the hand more handy. That's the wrong positioning for that. That's too aggressive. I don't... It doesn't matter. It's a moon. It doesn't matter if it's anatomically correct. But maybe it does, you know? That hand looks so weird. That's definitely not a waving hand. I need to, like, pinch the fingers together more. It's like somebody counting to 4. How would I fix this? The thumb doesn't help. I think I need to change that. You wouldn't wave with your hand, with your thumb crossing over your palm. You have it like out here, probably. Sort of. The fingers do need to be a little bit thicker too. It is a gloved hand, it's not just a green hand. And maybe a tilt wouldn't go awry. It's a bad tangent that's really bothering me here. I can't do anything about it, but this tangent right here. Right there. There's another one like right here too. And right. Well, that one's fine, because that's just gonna be deleted in a second, but one of these days, it'll get out of there. Yeah, shorter mouth is more fun. Do I want the eyebrows looking like dejected? Like... You set a time limit for your piece, yourself per piece, or you just stop when you're happy with the result. That depends. If it's a particularly expensive piece, I'll just do it until I'm satisfied. But if it's a personal piece, I'll usually set a time limit, because I don't want to get like stuck in my own head about it. But I haven't done personal pieces in a long time, aside from like this. I was going to designate it 30 minutes per emote. That way I could bust out like several, you know. But I don't think that's feasible. We'll find out. I think I'll call this one okay for now, and just color it and see what it looks like. Because I don't dislike this. It was pretty simple. How do I color pick without Where's my... Do I have a color picker on the side here? Yeah, I do, right there. Yeah, okay, cool. And give me the fill bucket so I don't have to actually work hard to do this. And give me the brush. Just fill it in. Oh god, am I drawing on the wrong layer? No, I'm not. I just had it on the wrong designation. Or location, rather. Also, feel free to tell me if you think I should change something in the emotes I'm drawing. I'm not going to be the one using them, so if you have any inputs, feel free to make them. Like Bert said earlier, I should change the way that get rid of that piece, that particular piece that made it a bit suspicious, which was a good shout. The chicken is slowing you down. I mean, yeah, tryptophan and all that, right? It's gonna make me sleepy, gonna give me the itis. Probably actually color pick this as well. Needs more ahegao. Come on, dude. It's a straight line. You learned how to color in the lines when you were a child. Ugh. By the way, I chose this color green because it looked like vomit, for what it's worth. So that one person that you were telling me about who said it looked like a vomiting tomato. I chose this green because it was gross and I was making my moon really creepy and gross. So I gave him yellow teeth and a green disgusting glove. But I do like the color green generally, but I prefer like more of a sort of that color green, which is like less disgusting. Or like maybe this kind of like the pastels. It's kind of fun too. Pastel green. Needs more ahegao. No, not doing that. Also, the hand and lurk is less well defined, I feel. Yeah. The hand and lurk I need to change. This thing is like, this thing was done so fast. Like I busted this thing out and it looks awful. Look at all these like all these issues like here where there's like no color. When the black line doesn't fill in properly, there's no shading like on this like crater. The hand is silly. The cloud doesn't have any sort of definition. You can't even tell this is a cloud in the small variant. Like it's too weird looking. If I was to like fade it out a bit, it would be better, but there's nothing behind the cloud. So I had to figure it out. Thought it was a bedsheet. Yeah, exactly. See, it's supposed to be a cloud. It's because the moon is supposed to be hiding behind a cloud. But I didn't put much effort into it. I just drew it. I just busted it out as like a rough because I wanted to refine it later, but I never got around to it. But now I have to figure out how to refine it, and I don't know how yet. I'll figure it out eventually, but I don't know when. I want this. This is so stupid looking. Do I want the mouth higher? I think that maybe the mouth needs to be a little bit higher. It kind of blends into the glove too much there. Is that better? Maybe. Probably allowed to color in with your right hand. Maybe, but what's the point, you know? Part of the reason I want to do the left hand too is it's so I can get better with my left hand. So it's better to do the precision work with that so I can start practicing more. Your emotes won't have the same level of definition. Yeah. Red and green are favorite colors. Born on Christmas, you see. No, that's not true. I've had a birthday stream where I played Fable. It was in June. In a Mahandisher after 3 wise men show up. Thought it was a bedsheet. No. See, like, the, that story existed long after I was conceived as a celestial entity. That's not the color layer. Okay, this is gonna be the rough. I'm gonna keep it rough. Just fiddle around with it later. I'm also gonna add like a... Should I do a proper like shading layer, or should I just like go in and multiply? I might just multiply. We're gonna multiply. Never multiply with black. It's a terrible idea. Looks awful. And also, you can't tell, if you're using black lines, you can't tell where your multiply begins and ends. Make it look hyper-realistic, like one of those true color NASA images from Webb Telescope. That would take a lot of doing. I could probably do it, but I really don't want to. It'd also take maybe I'd have to go in there and look up like reference and stuff too, and I don't really want to do that. It's a relaxing stream where I just have relaxation times while drawing pictures. Now it looks kind of sad now. It looks I want awkward, not sad. What if I give neutral eyebrows? Okay, I'm just gonna lose my mind. Why'd the shading make it sad instead of weird? The way the moon outline goes through the glove is making you think the hand is coming the other way. Something telling you to back off. You look good sad. Oh yeah, I kind of see that. That's really funny. Like, yeah, that's really good actually. That's way better. I like that a lot actually. You know, I'm okay. I'm gonna save that. Actually, I like this. This is a good one. Let me change the name of this from Wave to Go Away. I'm gonna make another Wave one. I'll put the hand over here for the Wave instead. That's a really good way to look at it. It's really funny. Oh, where's my hand? Give me the hand. I'm gonna make sure that's immediately obvious when I come back to this in the future. That's the wrong one. You missed the Planet Zoo. Yeah, you did. Missed you there, too. I was really excited. It was alright. It was pretty good. I had a fun time. I only added, like, 2 new enclosures. Platypus enclosure was a success. Everybody liked it. It was... they died, though, because they don't live very long. But it was good. I added some badgers, which are super cute. I love them. And some cranes, which were fun to work with. They make a lot of noise. The facial expression fits that a lot more too. It seems like it. Halt, that's a good one. I'll name it, yeah, halt is a good one. Let's name it halt instead of go away. So, yeah, the deer kept on pooping on the roof. They wouldn't stop. I couldn't stop it. The platypus wouldn't breed, yeah. They're apparently really hard to breed in enclosures, so they wouldn't breed. I had 3 of them in there, and they were happy. They had decent, what you call it? Decent longevity, breedability. They had decent whatevers. So I'm surprised they didn't. I was really upset about it too. They weren't like super old when I bought them, so I don't know why they didn't, but they didn't. Fertility, there you go, that's the one. Thank you. Killed off his wolves because people kept looking at them instead of the platypus. It's not true. They just happened to have died. Okay, this one's not gonna. I'm gonna change this one from slug or from schlug to because I've already imported it to the other one. Can I delete these from here? No. That's gonna be leave. Yeah, I know it already exists. Come on. Busy in Rust, you had an event and you had to win. Alright, no worries. If you show up, then I'm happy to see you there, and if you don't worry about it. No big deal. The VOD still exists if you want to see it, but if not, that's fine too. Spreadable and bettable. Come on now. Where's their decency? Doesn't help when the zookeeper lets one of them get attacked. Well, it's not. Yeah, I fired that zookeeper though. Harold did nothing wrong. I already forgot their name. Anyway, I didn't forget to feed the platypus. They just were eating the fish under the water. It's fine, you know? They had plenty of food. They could probably eat algae and leaves and stuff too if they felt like it. Okay, we're gonna go for the hand now. So, now I gotta put the hand on this side. But now it needs to look, it needs to look different enough that you can't mix them up. So I think maybe I should shrink it down and put like a hand in the corner. Just for the sake of making this easy, like readable. Is this gonna automatically? No, it's not. I can stretch it all over the place. Can I reach the control? That's too small. That's not even the right button. I don't know what button it is, but without using both of my hands, I don't know what button I need to press to stop it. Ooh, skew. It's shift, by the way, in case you're curious. Got that like muscle memory, but I don't have any actual like idea what button I need to press there. Okay. See, I want the other wave to be up here then. It needs to be bigger than that, but that gets the point across. It's on the wrong layer though, so I have to delete it. really long fingers for extra creepiness. Really good at piano, though. For elegant to creepy and long. The I can't believe I spent that entire time making an emote that I didn't even have planned. Outrageous. What's a good emote to have, like, as a follower emote? Not a follower emote, a bits emote, or whatever it is. It probably shouldn't be directly stream related, right? It should be something you can use generally anywhere. Hey, Patat, how you doing? A napkin. Your watch streak broke. No. You're not true. It's true. Not new? It's true? Not working? Oh. Huh. Might as well be. No. Mango hole emote. I do want a mango emote, but it wasn't one of the plans. Pressed it many times. Yeah, hopefully it just takes a couple minutes and it'll come back. You're in stream for over an hour last night. It just said calculating. Oh, that sucks. Wonder why. Seems really weird. Glad Crim's finally doing a 100 follower stream 2 months late. Yeah, I mean, at least it gets done, right? Also, I'm just like eating on stream too. It's a special stream. First time I get to like eat on stream. Hi. I think one time I had a banana, and then one time I had some crackers, but this is actually like proper food that I'm eating on stream. All because I didn't eat today. You're cursed on stream. I did swear. I was waiting for the request because I was like legitimately curious what you were about to ask. And all you want me to do is drown. We'll see. One day. Not today. Even if you say please. Now you got him? No. Hey! Something works now. Well, at least it works, right? God, I cannot wait. Cannot wait until I finish eating. Is it normal for me to curse on stream? I think I'm pretty good about not saying anything. All 350 we spent on John attempts. It's true. Oof, that was bad. Bert shares their watch streak all the time, and so does Virgil sometimes. I don't want to accidentally get that eye. Well, I guess it don't really matter. I can redraw it. I can't see your name. My chat is covering that spot of the screen, but thank you for the follow. Give me a second while I check. Mr. Stevens artfully. Thank you. I don't do this very often, so hopefully you're not following for more art, but I imagine you might be. But hi, thank you. Oh, on your channel. Oh, cursing's okay, let it out. I don't like to curse, though. It's just something I just choose not to do. Should do it more. I do want to draw more on stream, but because I do it all day, every day for my job, I don't really want to. I do my streams for relaxing and stuff. Come on. Control D, there you go. My streams are mostly gaming, because I just want to play games instead of working more, but I do like art streams. I do think they're fun. I just need, like, a reason to do them. And that tends to mostly be that, I'm making emotes for my channel. But using my left hand. Well, thank you. That's very kind. You're falling for art the next time you'll be here is 8 months from now. Yeah, probably something like that. I want to get better with my left hand, and I also just think it's funnier. So I'm just using the left hand here, but it's not too bad. Just a lot slower. It takes a lot of focus to do the left hand drawings. I'm drawing on the wrong layer again, of course I am. What's new? I wonder why I wouldn't be working on your channel. It seems weird. Yeah, as far as swearing goes, I just don't like to do it. I used to swear all the time in daily conversation, constantly, and I just kind of like got tired of it. I started using it as like punctuation, and just be like, I don't know, I could do better. Not that I mind swearing terribly, I just figure there's no need to. Most of the time for me. It doesn't really harm me to not swear. And my channel isn't like, you know, PG-13 or whatever. Like, well, I guess it probably is, honestly. I meant to say it's not like rated mature. Like, I don't do anything. It would like, it's not for children, but it's not like something that a child couldn't watch. I don't want to mark it as a mature stream because there's nothing particularly offensive that I do, other than like play gory games. But nowadays that doesn't really matter, does it? Maybe a channel setting? Maybe. You didn't swear at all until you were 23-ish. You quite enjoy it now. pirate at one time, you see. Yeah, in 4.5 billion years, you'd be a lot of things. And some things you'd be more proud of than others. I just noticed that maybe hold on. Let me go to the actual web browser so I can check this. I swear, if nobody told me, I'm gonna be mad. Nobody told me. Why didn't you tell me that my my stream was slightly off center? Not off center, but like not full screened. Outrageous. I've been here for an hour and nobody said anything. You haven't noticed? Yeah, it's not something you would notice, really. It's a very, very small problem. I just like looked at my screen and I was like, that seems weird. Why is there a black bar down there? And why does it say 41 pixels? And it's like, oh, that's why. Anyway, it's fine. Yeah, I have nothing against swearing. I just think that like it gets to a point where it can be like really excessive and people don't realize it because they're so used to using it that it just becomes excessive and people accidentally just start swearing in everyday conversation, which is fine, but like there's times you don't want to swear where it just comes out accidentally. And I had a couple of moments like that in situations where I shouldn't have said anything like that and then just came out with it. Not like offensively, just like would have been kind of tacky. I'm trying not to draw over the eye, which is making this incredibly hard to do, so I'm gonna just forget that and start doing what I need to do. The thumb's not big enough, so I just need to do things. It doesn't help that it's a different color too. Can I just like hide that face for now? There you go. It's so hard to get like the correct shape for things when you're drawing with the wrong hand. Okay, alright, come on now. I cheated. Might have lost the streak on her channel. Maybe. Favorite letter used to be R, but he found his true love was the C. Yes. Gosh, our mangoes are raw. There's no story time. Annie had a swearing channel point redeem on her channel where she did swear like an Aussie does for 5 minutes, but she had to remove it because it made her swear outside of that more and more. 5 minutes is a long time for not stop swearing. Yeah, it is. But no, it was just like, it was just talking to one of my bosses, I think, when I was working at the hospital, years and years ago. And like, I was just punctuating my verbiage with swears. Because I worked with a lot of people that were sailors, like literal, like actual sailors before then. And believe it or not, they actually swear a lot. Not just a saying for nothing. So I decided that perhaps I shouldn't swear anymore in modern like just everyday conversations. But when something even minorly inconveniences me, I'll sometimes just drop an F-bomb. It wasn't when I was working in pediatrics. I only worked in pediatrics once a week while I was working in endocrinology, because I would either fill in at pediatrics or I would fill in at urgent care. I wouldn't have sworn in pediatrics. I would have known better than that. I would have gotten fired on the spot. But in endo, I had a friend, my work wife, if you will, who was like one of the sweariest people I knew, but she was super friendly, and I would just like, that would help me to swear to, which was a problem. I miss her. I should talk to her. It's been a long time. Even if you lose your streak, it still shows one. Yeah, that's true. Promise to clutch your pearls when you swear. Watch streak doesn't show up for you for a couple people's channels? That's odd. I wonder why. Can we get a moon clutching pearls emote? I don't think it would read very well. I could probably do like an offended one, like, oh, I'm offended or something, or I'm scared, but I don't think I could do a clutching pearls. I don't think that would make any sense. I think it'd be too hard to like figure out. Kids swear so much no one would notice. Yeah, but there's a difference between like a kid swearing and like a professional medical person. Like a medical professional swearing in front of your child while you're working, you know? There's a double standard. A number of times parents would swear at me, but no. Yo, you bite back. You'll sprinkle a profanity here and there, and you get a whole lot of gasps and reports. Clutch your asteroids. Swearings don't necessarily impolite. It's how you do it. Yeah, it's not incorrect, but I don't know. Just feels like it's probably out of place in a hospital situation, whatever. That thumb still looks bad. Freaking thumbs. What are they even? Wacky is what they are. Don't even belong there. Freaking out of nowhere. Just weird appendage sticking on the side of your hand. Oh, whoops. I automatically switched to my right hand without thinking. Gingerly has an amazing offended emote, but it's her 1K bits, so you don't have it. No! May potatoes here, so no swearing, please. No problem, I won't do it. I only swore because I spilled ketchup on my shirt. They're speaking them in their own language. They don't speak pseudo-Latin. Bet tenured doctors swear most of all. Maybe. But tenured doctors can't be fired in most situations. So I think they're probably get off scot-free with a lot of stuff they shouldn't. Pathology peeps are extremely sweary. I'm finally almost done eating. It's only been 2 hours. My food is cold. But it's almost done. You gonna ask me to drown again? The article Bert just posted said watch streak can be turned off. I don't know where that is. He asks you not to talk with your mouth full. How would I find it? I can certainly look. I don't know how well it'll work. I'm not very good at identifying the things in these areas. Also, I changed my chat is, so now I can't see anything when I'm using this window. Activity? No. Viewer rewards, channel points, emotes, drops, rewards. Watch streaks, it's in channel points. It's just in there. Yeah, it's just there. There's channel points in the channel points subsection. There's channel points, enable channel points checked on, customize points display, manage rewards and challenges, and then there's another window underneath that says watch streaks, and you can click on or off. What is franchise? Oh, franchise server. Oh, yeah. Franchise server. That's why I used to stream Planet Zoo on Sundays. But the server, the franchise server, goes down on Sundays, so I stopped. I changed it to Saturdays instead. You don't have it? Aw. Every Sunday. Yeah. I had it happen like 2 weeks in a row. It's down for like 2 hours, I think, or something like that. It's down for a while. At least it was the one time I remember checking. You could probably look it up. It probably tells you how long it's been down for. I need to get back to drawing. I would sit here chatting. It's fine though. It's Sunday. It's my relax and do nothing stream. I don't really care. I'm not in too much of a rush. I've got some emote ideas, but I'll run out before the end of the stream. And I don't even know if I'll do the full 4 hours or not. I could probably do like an 8-hour stream today. I ate at a reasonable time. Well, not at a very unreasonable time, but I ate like during stream, so I'm not gonna be hungry. Be tired though. Darn itis. I wonder why you don't have it. I guess it is a experimental feature or whatever, so they probably just put it out to a bunch of random people. 24-hour stream, 8-hour stream now. No, it was just a suggestion. I wasn't saying I was gonna do it. I was just saying I probably could if I wanted to, you know. Gotta do the 4 hours tomorrow as well. Oh yeah, that's true. Give my eyes back. Give my eraser. That doesn't look like a very happy mouth. That looks a bit weird. How does one draw a happy mouth? Can always to work out on stream too. That's true. I could do my workout on stream, but I'd be really far away from my microphone. It would take a while. It'd be me just like grunting and groaning for a while. That'd be about it. I can barely even see that emote. I definitely can't draw with my left hand. Ooh. My microphone, sorry about that. I think maybe I need to curve it back the other direction. Like that. Could have ASMR stream. I don't know about that. Do I have like my gripper I could use? I could just use the gripper. I'm not doing anything with my right hand, so I could just like while I draw just the whole time. Just to get a little bit of a workout. I can make the forearms a bit stronger, you know? A little bit of wrist action. It's really hard to draw while doing this, though. It's also really heavy. I don't know what to do. I think that's basically it. I think I'm done, actually, with this one. I need to like turn the face a bit. Be a little bit less. Oh God, it hurts. It's also squeaking for some reason. Why is that happening? Why is it squeaking? Why'd you start squeaking? You've never done that before. It's really loud. There you go. It's still squeaking. We would donate channel points for grunting, groaning, maybe. Draw better with your left hand than you do with yours. That's okay. Oh, and you're left-handed. Oh, okay. Well, grabbing it with the grippers, yeah. Does a little wrist action on stream. Go cry in a corner since Planet Zoo is done. Yeah. Well, thanks for hanging out then. Hopefully it comes back online soon enough to play. Sounds very suggestive. It's not meant to. Imagine someone coming into stream for the first time right now. I'm too young for this as an audience, so I can't do its job properly. I can't do it anymore. My hand hurts. It's too much. It's good. It's good to use it. Like it's a good machine. Well, I don't know if it's a machine really. It's a good device for like little wrist exercise and forearm exercise when you're doing stuff. Just sitting there watching a video or something. No reason not to. I guess that's fine. It's not very creepy or weird, but it's like it's okay. It's an okay emote. Oh yeah, no. It's just like I color with my left hand, but or my right hand, but I'm not going to. I've gotten a little bit more used to it, so I'm a little bit faster, but still hard. I need to get some more dumbbells. The dumbbells I have aren't heavy enough, which it sounds like I'm bragging, but it's more just like an inconvenience. I'd like to work out, but the dumbbells I have don't feel very workout-y. But dumbbells are expensive. I don't have enough room to put in like a bar for like a curling bar or anything like that. Or bench press, gosh. But why do dumbbells have to be so expensive? It's just metal. Just a bunch of metal clambered together. Can I get a channel point redeemed for Squeaky Gripper, where we can redeem it, and you do that for a minute? For a minute, maybe not. I feel like it'd be redeemed too often. I guess I have to put like a 30-minute cooldown on it or something. Because a minute of doing that's kind of rough. Like that was a joke, but like it actually did start to hurt pretty bad. But I could put the Squeaky Gripper in as a redeem for fun, I guess. Where's my channel point? Manage rewards. Add new reward. Does anything look like a gripper? Not really. Should I make it like a light bulb? This could make like a lightning bolt, I guess. I don't know. I'm just using like the default emotes. Not ban in-game action. Squeaky gripper. Gonna make that one expensive because it hurts. It takes a while to set this up, doing it in complete silence. I can't even look at chat while I'm doing this. Yeah, there you go. Come on. Come on. I wonder what the cooldown should be. I think 30 minutes feels excessive, but I worry if it was any shorter than that, I'd get tortured. I'm gonna make it 1,000 point redeem is fine. Gotta get rid of those points somehow. Can't have it used to drown me after all. Cooldowns and limits, yes. Every 30 minutes. No limit per stream. No limits per user. There you go. It's in there. It's done. We have the squeaky gripper. It's on a long cooldown though. I just closed my Twitch window by accident. I need that open. Panel, I'm coming back. Better behaved in chat. I feel like slower and longer is probably better unless it's one of those do it to failure exercise. No, it's meant to be like you do it in reps. You're supposed to anyway. And it's not like it's that hard to do. I don't know if you've ever used one of them. It's just a spring attached to some bars. But that one wasn't squeaking. Feel like slower and longer is probably better. Yeah. Petition to see Crim's biceps. No. Petition to see Crim. No. Feet picks when? Never. I could draw a feet. Actually, I think that's against TOS. So here's a feet. Go. There's a foot. Looks like a carrot. No. Oops. Ta-da! So much more engaged when he's not staring at a word puzzle for 5 minutes at a time. Ban an in-game action. Yeah, sorry, I grabbed the, No! You can't do it. No, I grabbed, I don't want to have to draw my own emotes, or my own, like, little symbols for them, so I'll grab one of the pre-made ones and then change all the things inside to make it different. I could draw with my mouth. I don't have to use the armpits, but yeah, squeaky gripper is just gonna be a... I don't know. It's fine. Oh man, drown is really expensive, huh? I wonder when that's gonna get redeemed. I gotta really plan for that. I gotta up that as well. It's too cheap. Inflation and all that. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the art of my art stream now. If you don't mind terribly. Let me color pick that so I can... That's the wrong one. There you go. I don't mind this, but it's kind of generic, isn't it? It gets the point across. It is a wave. It just feels kind of boring. But what else could you do for a wave? Aside from, like, you know, a wave. We've already discussed the water wave. What color is the inside of your mouth? Teeth are yellow. I think it was purple. Do I have any? I have to open up my old one to check. No, no, it might just be red. I thought it was purple. No, it's just red. Alright, well. Ooh. It's like a dark red, though. The tongue is a slightly less dark red. Wait, make it dark pink. There you go. There's your wave emote. I don't have any idea how I'm meant to like make that better. It's one of those ones that I just don't know exactly what to do. It serves its purpose, gets the point across. I could add like some action lines, I guess, to like make it, to imply that it's waving. Really bad at curved lines, apparently, when I'm drawing with my left hand. Really good at straight lines, terrible at curved lines. Let's make those a different color. There you go. Looks good to you? Alright, well, good. I'll refine it later, as with all my emotes. So, I have halt, which I'm gonna get rid of that little wave. It's a fun bit, but it doesn't serve a purpose, and it wouldn't read. We got halt, which is a new emote I didn't even have planned. We got wave, and we're gonna have to work on heart now, I guess. Let me go ahead and just... Oh god, what were my other emotes that I was gonna do today? Or that I had planned to do today? I was gonna draw mango. For fun. But... I think regular emotes are probably smarter. Oh, we wanted a grump one, didn't we? There you go. Perfect. Why is it so hard to color in with the left hand? What's that anime face? There's an anime face that does this, where it's like they have like one cheek puffed up. So that'd be kind of a fun one. I keep hitting my microphone. My darn pen. Microphone's too low. It's in a weird spot. I didn't finish eating, darn it. This chicken's cold. almost finished eating. Yeah, like that. I'm almost done. Sorry. Oh yeah, I have it on heart. Whoops. I just thought that the funnier ones would be more enjoyable to draw. It's all on the eyebrows, really. That's all I have. Just eyebrows. Haven't really drawn anything else yet. Alright. Let me look at that emote a bit closer so I can try and emulate what that looks like. If I can find my freaking mouse. Oh, it's because I have the pen on the screen, that's why. What in the world? Oh god, it's over there. Okay, where the hell? Okay, alright, so to give an idea of why I'm having a hard time, I currently have my program, my OBS, is on my main monitor. Normally, OBS is on my tablet, but I'm drawing on my tablet, so I moved the OBS over. So I was looking at OBS and being like, okay, I need to get I need to get my mouse onto OBS. So I tried to scroll it off of my main monitor onto my my second one, onto my tablet. But that means that's not where my OBS is anymore. So to give an example of what I'm talking about, to make this make more sense, it's like, here's my monitor, here's my tablet right here. Normally OBS is here, but right now it's here. I was looking at my drawing, and I was like, man, I need to check on something in OBS, so I should probably get it over there. And I was like, okay, well, normally OBS is on this monitor, here. So I'm usually looking at this monitor. I was like, okay, I'm obviously, my mouse pointer's right here, so I'm gonna move it over to this direction, and that'll make it come up on this side. And then I'll be able to adjust my OBS settings here. But that doesn't work, because it's on the opposite monitors. So I just kept on running my mouse directly into like this wall over and over again. And it wouldn't come out this side because the screens connect this way. And so I just sat there for like a good 30 seconds, like trying to move my mouse off the screen and it wouldn't move. And it's because I'm looking at the wrong screen. Anyway, what was I doing again? I was moving my mouse for some reason. I wanted to do something. But I can't remember what. It'd be a very strange emote when it comes out. Well, not if I delete it. Oh, I wanted to click on the emote so I could make it bigger, so I could like make it look like that. Get out of here. This one. The pout. Yes. Oh, dang it. It looks like the way I want it to look, but because it's a panda face, my mouth is wrong, and I can't use that. Need 3 more monitors. I'd settle for just another monitor, honestly. It's really hard to like use my tablet for OBS because it's so small. But I don't have the monitors are expensive. Okay, so I needed like this. It's hard to do without the. I like the pout. I like the big cheek, the little mouth. It doesn't really fit the face at all, does it? Also, the nose looks wacky without the actual, like, nose in there. Side camera loop of monitors, yeah. Make it look like air traffic control tower. This is gonna be a very strange emote when it comes out now. Get a holodeck next time. Drunk on chicken and ketchup. Look. It's fine. On eBay you can often get quite cheap, but good monitors from office suppliers. Maybe, but I've never used eBay, and I hesitate to start for something so expensive. Even like a cheap monitor is still fairly expensive. Why? I just realized how low everything is on this. Like the eyes are so low. How does one do a grump emote? Got a great one for a bit less than 50 bucks, you think? Wow. Just wait until the military completes a fiscal year and has to use its budget. Yeah, apparently people have dumpster dive for a lot of goodies. Yeah, but that's super illegal. Like, it's a good way to get free goodies, but it is very illegal. Give me a straight line, please. That's not a touch screen. I don't know why I just did that. Give me a straight line. I'm gonna have to go over here and do this. And all these tools that I can't use that are on my keyboard. Nah. No, I don't want to do that. It doesn't really read, does it? Only if you get caught? Well, yeah. But there's security cameras everywhere nowadays, you know? Monitors are things that people are often have kicking around because it's not worth selling and they don't want to just toss out a working item. Yeah, I guess that's true. I honestly have 2 other monitors. I just don't have... They don't work. They're like super old. I have like one monitor from... oh god, I don't know, somewhere. I have a CRT and I have a regular, like, old-style-y LED monitor. Like one of the big chunky ones that was also like a speaker and stuff that was like all the rage in like the 2010s or something. From 4.5 billion years ago. Yeah, one of those. Okay, I think I'm gonna can this whole idea. I kind of like the idea of the grump emote. I don't know how I'm gonna do it though. Like a mouth that's just like straight across is very funny, but getting the eyes to look and like mimic the grumpiness would be the hard part, I think. Yeah, too much. Not enough, whatever. That doesn't look good. Alright. So heart instead. How do I do this? My idea was that I wanted to have a hand ripping a heart, right? Like presenting a heart. But I wanted it to be like an anatomically correct heart with my ventricles and my aortas. Little veins. Interstitial tissues, you know, like that. Then like the moon over here, blushing. Cardiopulmonizing, endocrinologizing again. Where if we made a heart-shaped moon, that would be more fun, I think. It would make more sense. It would also read better. Now be camping on the sofa tonight, it's too warm. Yeah. Is it like proper hot there? I know it's like you have the opposite seasons. Save your most detailed stuff for your screens. Like, be right back. Well, my current like, I don't know what I would. I need to do my be right back. Yes, it was proper hot in Australia. Yeah, I did. Not proper hot yet, but not pleasant temp for sleeping. All right. Everything's trying to kill you. Well, yeah. This is probably trying to eat them as we speak. No, dragon! Don't get eaten by your sofa. What's that one like Breaking Bad emote with like not emote meme with Walter White screaming from the car. I'm sure they're fine. Very weird. This is a weird image to just be stationary on while I chat. It's like, it doesn't really read very well, but it just kind of looks funny. Survival of the fittest. Use the couch. Yes. Alright. Alright, so I do want... This is like a good rough. I don't know what I want to do for my Be Right Back screen. It's been the same for such a long time. Like, and it's just this boring screen that I got, like, as a default screen for, Streamlabs, when I was using that. I stopped using Streamlabs a while ago, but, when I was using it, that was just the default screen. And I really do want to make an effort to, like, make a new screen. I just don't know what to do for it. I thought about making, like a bookshelf with like memorabilia from all the games that I've like played on stream. Like a, I don't know, Grey Knight helmet. If that reads. And like that one, like the chicken from Breathage. And, you know, like the kit gun from Hard Space Shipbreaker, which I don't remember what it looks like, but it's something like this. I don't know. Stuff like that. Most likely Sekiro. You could have like a just an arm, just a ninja prosthetic here, made of bone. What other games have I beaten on stream? Supraland? What would I have from Supraland? Like a coin? The wooden sword? You can use Crimson Halt instead, super high def. Could be the moon orbiting past the screen. That might be fun, staring down the viewers, yeah. Giant red moon in space and bent over a tiny keyboard and a set of monitors. That's kind of a fun idea as well. The orbiting the moon wouldn't be bad, but that would require me to animate. Like having like a series of monitors like this is kind of a fun idea. Wouldn't really work. That's a little microphone. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It'd be fun. It'd be a fun idea. But I have to figure it out at some point. No. I should probably have it so you have to tell me which hand to use. Because I have two hands. Both. Okay, well, that's a bit rough. Also, it very much interrupts the stream, I think. Maybe it's not a great idea. But, who knows? I've swapped hands. I realized I'm on the wrong layer, if you can imagine. Not posting this one to YouTube anyway, are you? Yeah, I usually do. Might as well, right? Nothing like, no reason not to. Aside from the weird like delays where I've been chatting to people and using my little gripper. Okay, that's long enough. It's a minute of gripping. I know you gotta go to sleep. Alright, take care. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out. Chatting, all that fun stuff. Here, here's my wave. There you go. Night. Looking from above into his right, and like a moon. Hold on. Yeah. That's kind of a fun idea. Maybe. That was a bad one. Why am I making an egg? Can't even draw a circle. Come on, dude. You did this millions of times. That's how you warm up half the time. Whatever, good enough. Good enough. There you go. Perfect. Never once in my life have I seen anything better than this. Hey, I'm up top. How you doing? I'm drawing with my left hand on stream. You're not new. Nice. Nice, my butt. Hard. What do you reckon? Heart-shaped moon or moon holding heart? I'm fine with either of these ideas. Which one seems like a better emote? Flip a coin? I could, but I'm not going to be the one using the emote most of the time. If anybody's going to be using it. Moon-shaped heart's easier to see. That's true. Heart holding up a panicked moon face. Panic-faced moon. That feels a bit... I don't think that would read very well. It's not a bad idea. The level of detail you'd need to make the anatomical heart would be too hard to see. Not if I put it really close to the camera. I think if I did it like this, I'll have the moon in the background like that. And then I'll have like the hand gripping the heart like right here. I'll have it like very much... There you go. Perfect. Have it like red and sort of purple. Then you get that little like gross, like really disgusting like interstitial tissues between the bits. In that weird like gross yellowish. Like that. Definitely gonna confuse some people with that emote. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really read very well, does it? Anyway, okay. Sure, I'll do a heart-shaped moon then. It's kind of hard to like make it make sense though. In that it's going to be to make it look like a moon and not a heart, I'd have to add craters and a face probably. Clearly. But then that is going to detract from the heart aspect of it. Let's not put that one there. A third option, making a heart shape with your hands and looking through it with one eye at the viewer. Oh, that's kind of creepy. I like it. It's not, it doesn't really read as a hand yet, but I'm just gonna do this first. Use right hand. No. The only downside to that is that the hands would dominate the image. Capitalism is true. It happens. I do need to make this legibly a thumb. There you go. It probably should be larger than this, but I'm gonna try out this idea first. Is it even the right way around? No, it isn't. It'd be... I drew the hands backwards. I mean, who's to say what's backwards on a moon, am I right? Do I want that? It's kind of a funny idea. Nah, I don't want that. I think I'll stick with the heart moon. It's kind of weird, but this one's kind of like cute in a silly way. And I don't have any urges to draw it really creepily. The eye heart hand idea is good. But it just makes me want to draw it weird and creepy like, so I don't think I'm going to do that one. That is not the shape I want to draw. Give me... How do you... Like this? Finger guns? Warm. I'm sorry, I can't help you. I'll send some of the cold air here directly at you with my powers of psychic manipulation. I'll move slightly further away from the planet, and maybe that'll force the tides to come up and drown the heat away. You'll be left in a humid environment, though. But it won't be hot anymore. It'll just be cold and humid. bad one. You made a jellyfish infested. It's true, yeah. That's part of it. But yeah, swings and roundabouts, right? You gotta take the good with the bad sometimes, right? I like the finger guns, but I need them to be on a different layer. So on the layer with the moon, and I need to have that separate. And to think, one of the emotes I wanted to draw today was the slug. Ah, tragic. It's not generic enough to make any sense. I was also going to draw Shotgun Tim today, but again, it's not generic enough. These ones are like readable and understandable to an extent. Slug is just a joke. From me misspeaking one time. Is this not? Do you not know what's going on here? Understandable, right? Like it's a heart moon winking. It's perfectly readable, very legible. You know exactly what you're looking at, sort of. Make a kissy face rather than just like lips. This looks more like a... Doesn't work. It's really hard to do very precise shapes with the wrong hand. Strawberry with a face. How dare you? It's definitely a moon. Look at it, it's got craters. There's no stem. There's no seeds. An eye ghost. Can I even draw that with this hand? I don't think so. There. Ta-da! I can't really I can't really draw it properly. I can't draw anime to begin with, but just delete all that. Too much beer goggles are not enough. The other hand's making any inappropriate. It's not making any inappropriate sounds yet. Right now, I haven't had the squeaky machine thing redeemed. But yeah, so maybe it doesn't read super well, but I think it's probably good enough to like have this as the general shape that I want. I'll just need to add the nose in properly, which is hard to do at this angle. Something like that. Not wasting your drown points on improving your grip. Yeah, that's alright. I wasn't the one who made it. It was a request for me. I mean, I did make it, but it was requested. If Pataga say they should be having nightmares, yeah, maybe. That makes it look sad. What's that Riz face look like? It's really stupid. It's such a stupid face. Oh god. Can I even emulate that? Not really. I don't. Not with my left hand. I can't. It's really funny looking though. I don't know. I like the heart moon emo. I don't know how to make the face not look dumb. I'll get my finger guns back in here. Kind of look anxious. It's the eyebrows again. Dang it, freaking pen. Oh no, I made a bad selection. Gotta do it again. Actually. Ah, my pen! Dropped it. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. That's the wrong direction. That doesn't make any sense. Other way around. Hate it. It's kind of funny, but I hate it. I think if I went in and refined it more with my other hand, this would be a lot better. But because of the, I'm intentionally not zooming either to do like precise shapes, just to like punish myself further. You know. There you go. That's gonna be good enough for now, I think. I need to fix these hands, actually. Those are really bad. Okay, make those invisible. That's too aggressive. Is that okay? Nah, that's a bit much. They're too small right now anyway. I'll need to adjust them larger soon. That's okay. The fingers on this side need to be a bit better, but as a quick drawing of some finger guns, I think they're alright. I want my little... Make that thinner, please. I think it's the point across. I'll color it now, just to solidify it. Color picker! Help me, color picker. I need you now. Wow. Oh, it's gonna suck to color. Just paint bucket that whole thing. And then just go in and fill in whatever messed up. And here I had this whole plan where I was gonna go and like make the lurk emote better. Just not gonna get around to doing that, I don't think. Oh, whoops. How many emotes do I even have? How many do I need to get done today to fill up the rest of my slots? That's important. Dang it. Hopefully that's not incredibly loud when I hit the mic. It keeps happening. It does peak my mic. I can see it happening. I just hope I limited it so it's not too loud on the stream. Okay, we're almost done. Let me see. So that is art done. I was gonna do Grump, but I don't know what to do for Grump. It's a fun emote, but I don't know what to do. I worry it would be too similar to Fine, because the Fine face is basically like a grumpy face. Just, you know, not quite. A lot quieter than your voice? Okay, good. I imagine it's because the noise gate pops in. Not noise gate, the noise limiter. It realizes that the sound is really loud, so it compensates. Well, technically I'm not punching the mic. The top of my pen is tapping the underside of the arm that I use to hold my microphone. Which I just did again, but complete accident. It's just because the microphone's directly over my drawing tablet. Because if I move it too far back, then I'm going to be like leaning over here and just to like draw, and it won't make any noise. Or be like quieter. What are you hot diggity danging about? Still looks like a strawberry to you? How dare you? It's clearly a heart. There's no way this looks like a strawberry. It doesn't really look like a moon, but it's definitely not a strawberry. I could probably make it a strawberry if I just use the bloodstain. No, I don't want that. No. Not that one. I don't want to do this by hand. Don't make me do this by hand. I'll do it. I'll do it. You want to make me do something I'll regret? I'll do it. That's fun. Could have used that on my starting screen. Oh well. Strawberries have pits too, so the craters are incorporated. Well, come on now. It's a shape combined with the green. Maybe, but like... a strawberry has like a dealie, right? Like up here. And a bunch of like seeds. There, now it's a strawberry. Why'd you choose a moon way back when? It's a carrot strawberry. I'm not gonna leave it as a strawberry. Nobody will understand. Like I can't be like, oh yeah, there was a bit where I was drawing a moon shaped like a heart, and somebody said it looked like a strawberry, so I made it a strawberry moon. So now it's a heart strawberry moon. Makes perfect sense. Like it's too much. The reason I chose a moon was because when I played RuneScape a long time ago, I needed to make a new account to play with my friend because they wanted to start playing RuneScape. So I couldn't think of anything, so I tried to name. I don't remember. There was like a randomly generated name or something like that. No, it wasn't that. It was that there was Mars was doing its thing where it reflects off the moon, so the moon's slightly red. And everybody was like, "Oh, it's the only time you'll ever see the moon red in 400 years." I'm like, "Oh my god, Crimson Moon! What a great name for a name, like a character or something." So I tried to type in Crimson Moon, Crimson space Moon, but it's like you can't have spaces. So I was like, okay, so Crimson Moon. It's like, oh, that name's already taken. All right, so CRI, whatever. That's already taken. So I went Crimson Moon, and that was taken. So I went KRIMZ. Moon, and that let me just let me have it. I just got it. That was how I got the name. Doesn't sound like a real phenomenon. The Crimson Moon? Yeah, it's a real thing. Where Mars like reflects light on the moon or something. Where is it? Apparently it has nothing to do with Mars, but it does exist. I never bothered to look it up, honestly. I was just told. A full moon coincides with a full lunar eclipse that usually has a reddish appearance. Well, anyway. Maybe it was just a rumor or something that some kids made up, and I heard about it and thought it was cool. But yeah, it was like this rumor, I guess, and that 'cause it wasn't real. But who knows? Yeah, sun shines on Earth, creating a shadow. But indirect sunlight still gets to the moon, so it makes it partially illuminated, which causes it to turn red. Anyway, so that's what that is. I don't know how often it occurs, but it's not like that uncommon. Or maybe it's super uncommon, I don't know. It happens every couple of years, it looks like. Anyway, there was an event going on, and people were like, "Oh man, it's gonna be the one time every 400 years where Mars light reflects on the moon." I was like, "Oh, that sounds awesome." So, point is, apparently I was wrong when I made it, but it doesn't matter to me now. So I made it back then, and I just kept it because why not? So I was Crimson Moon because of RuneScape. That's my DeviantArt name. That's my name on YouTube. That's my name everywhere. Has been for however many years it's been since I made that name. Put that in your about section. Is this in-game? No, it's real life. Well, I mean it was, but you know. Remember with red moons during eclipses. Yeah, that's exactly it. Most often lands between 2 and 4 occurrences annually. Yeah, okay. So I don't know. It was obviously like either I just forgot the origin of the name, or I like when I heard it from whoever told me, they were wrong. So clearly, it's just a normal thing that happens every couple of years, or like often every couple months. And I just named it. It's nothing special. It's nothing interesting. The name was based off of a thing that never occurred, apparently. So that's what it is, you know. But it's not a strawberry. I'll tell you that now. It's a moon. It's not really what's happening here. In fact, next. Okay, you know what? I don't care. There was a thing going on where the moon was supposed to be red, and I thought that sounded cool. So I named it Crimson Moon because I think Blood Moon was taken too. I was gonna do Blood Moon. My whole life is a lie. It's true. Not very interested in the moon. No, I'm not. I'm really not. It was purely coincidental. Like, not coincidental. It's just purely situational. Like, I just named it because I thought that one thing was cool. It wasn't gonna be my real, like, my original RuneScape character's name was King Manta, but I forgot the password to it. So I ended up just keeping that new character that I had to play with my friend, and so that's my new name. So, you know, that's something. King Manta and his fishy scales. I've been talking about that this whole time. I'm just like chatting to chat. I should be drawing. The whole freaking reason I'm here is to do this. Just getting distracted talking about things again. I think part of me wants to stop drawing. I've been doing it all day. I'm kind of tired of doing it. Also, it's so difficult with the left hand, which I know is a self-imposed challenge, Dragon. You don't need to say it again. But, you know, it is what it is. I have no 6 hours to stream. No, I don't think so. That's gonna be too much. I might do one more emote. What do I want? I got, let's see. I'm not gonna do the drown animation. That's gonna be way too long and difficult right now. I can't do yawn, because that's gonna look too much like half the other ones I've done. So that you enjoy pointing out when your hurdles are self-inflicted. Alright, sassy pants. Oh, God. Wow? I had wow on here, like a wow. I could just draw a mango and call it quits for the day. Or some ramen, maybe. I could do Slug. I could actually finish off Slug. Shotgun Tim is on here. Secrets is on here. I don't know what I would do for a secrets emote. Maybe like a magnifying glass sort of thing. How many more emotes do I have? That's what I wanted to check. I wanted to look on Twitch and see how many emote slots I had. Creator dashboard. Content? Not what I want? No. Viewer rewards. There it is. Emotes. I have four more free follower emotes. I got one new standard emote. Oh, cool. I got a standard emote. Nice. 2 animated emotes. 1 tier 2 standard. And a bunch of bits emotes. I've drawn 3 today out of the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 I need to make at some point. I'm gonna blame the fact that I had to eat today. Spamming before his hands get upgraded. Yeah. So what do you think I should make, huh? Which one? Should I go ramen, mango, schlug, secrets? Just have to do more art streams? That's probably the case, yeah. I also do need to, like, be done with my stream pretty soon. So I'm sure I should try to get one more done and then head off. I might just draw a mango. Draw a fruit. Just get the food pyramid out of the way. Just do a spider. No. No, thank you. No spiders. Typed mango wrong. Just trying to get some reference for what mangoes look like. Oh wow, they look exactly like I thought they did. Amazing. It's almost like I've seen mangoes before on a regular basis. Compromise a spider eating a mango. No. No. I don't know how I would make that read. Firstly, and secondly, no. No spiders. No spiders. Ah! It's a hand! How did I do that? I've literally never done that before. How did I do that? Oh, create new from clipboard. I didn't know you could do that. I've never done that. Cool. Press the wrong button. Spider using a squeaky gripper 8 times 8? No. It'd be kind of hard to make it do it times 8 too. I mean, you have to, like, they wouldn't have the leg to do it. I guess they have like little forked feet sometimes. I don't know, it's hard to say. Let's see. Mango. Let's do a mango with my red pen because I forgot to change it back to black. Just hit my microphone again, come on. How about Greg? How about the random bandit that I killed in Medieval Dynasty 6 months ago? I don't think I'd remember what he looked like. I already drew bread. Come on. Come on. Come on. Maybe a mango isn't like the... Mangoes are pretty easy to draw, actually. So maybe this isn't, like, enough time wasted. Let's see. So we need that sort of like reddish orange. That's not the right color at all. That's not it either. That's a bit better. That's probably right. Perfect mango. Never seen a better mango in my life. Not gonna work. Like a candy corn. I could draw a candy corn. I love candy corn. It's halfway to a victory bell. Well, that's okay. Close enough, right? Oh boy, I really like that I just decided to erase some of my colors when I was dragging the colors around. It'll be alright. It's halfway between, yeah. Also, at least now we know what Krim listens to when he draws. Well, yeah, lo-fi mostly. Not necessarily this, but it's mostly lo-fi. Sometimes it's like, what is it called? Vaporwave? Sometimes it's funk. That's wrong. This like Dreamwave? Dunno. It's lo-fi something or other. It's on Chill Hop, which is a website that makes music for you to listen to. It is not royalty free, but as long as you credit them, they're okay with you listening to it on stream and in videos and things. But you'll have to click on the link to find out what the songs are, I think. Well, I can tell you what the song is, but it doesn't tell me what the genre is. This song is called Even Though I Tried by Ward Williams. I put that yellow in the wrong place by accident. Yellow is meant to be between red and green. I knew I'd mess it up eventually. Get out of here, yellow color freaking mango piece bit. You're not welcome here. Do I have enough undos for that? I don't think I do. Shoot, okay. I'll just paint that here then. Okay. And now we go back to the fingertip and just start smudging it around until it blends somewhat. And then I can go in and blend it properly. Chill Hop Beat Tapes Ward Willis Side B. Publishing 2023. Chill Hop Publishing released on 2023 11/14. Indeed. Used to not upvote stuff on YouTube, but then it kept suggesting you random crap you didn't like, so now you upvote like a madman on anything vaguely good to do feed the algorithm. Yeah. At least you get ballpark good recommendations. That's exactly the thing that happens to me too. It's like I don't do it much still, but I'm starting to get more and more like nonsense that doesn't pertain to me, or is like actively like not something I want on my recommended. So I've started like upvoting a lot of things too. I don't want to put them there. Give me a clipping layer, please. It's a shame you don't take music recs. I do take music recs. I just don't like a lot of music that gets recommended to me. If you have music that you think I might like, I will listen to it and see if I like it, and if I don't, I won't listen to it again. But, you know, if you have a suggestion, I will take it and then try it. I listen to most music that gets suggested to me at least once. I just can't listen to music that gets recommended to me on stream, because then it's copyrighted. And I don't want to get in trouble. One stream you know basically lets you donate with channel points, and you post a YouTube link and gets added to the queue. Look kind of fun. Yeah. There's lots of those. They are pretty fun. I like them as a concept, but they're obviously, you know, dangerous in that they could be copywritten. A lot of times when it gets added to those links, they get vetted by mods first, so make sure there's nothing like inappropriate or copywritten on them. And sometimes people just don't bother, and it doesn't matter. But, you know, it's what it is. The audio doesn't usually go into the VOD from the music. Yeah, I guess you can separate the music out, I guess. You were telling me about that, but that's effort. Bert might post an earworm of a Japanese song. Was it Bert that posted that? I thought it was Dragon that posted that. Or was it? Yeah, the yellow background one, right? Whoops, that's my shading layer. Apparently. There you go. All just Bert alts, so... Still technically... Yeah, I suppose, technically. But we don't do technicalities here. Always feels good to blame Bert. Yeah. Is this mango-y enough? Does this look like a mango? Would you immediately identify this as a mango? Do I need to mangoify this more? Give it a face? I don't want to give the mango a face. The bread doesn't have a face. Maybe I could add a little bit of extra green at the top, but... There. And fingertip that. You make it much more yellow than the green, but that might be regional mango differences. Yeah, maybe. It wouldn't hurt. And it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't be a problem. I mean, it's more ripe if it's... The more yellow it is, the more ripe it is. So I don't mind just putting a little bit more yellow in there. Wouldn't take that long. Just have to grab it from here and spread it upwards. If I remember to be on the right layer. Definitely using the wrong hand for that. Worried about it doing this whole time. Grabbed the layer from, or they grabbed the color from a different layer. Yeah, that's right. I may have to increase the size of it just to fill out the box, but otherwise it should be good. What color's a mango leaf? I mean, it's green, but what kind of green? What amount of green? Oh, berry green, actually. Quite dark green, surprisingly. I didn't realize it was dark green. Well, geez. Getting jittery. Wibble, yeah. Oops. Now, how accurate do I want to make this? I mean, I guess I need to like just give it a little bit of like yellow or like a brighter green. So long. I'm just gonna give some edge highlights. I'm not gonna bother going into super detail with it. It's not dark enough. Maybe I shouldn't do the highlights on the same layer, actually. That'd be a bad idea. Come on now, what am I doing? Professional artist over here. Highlights. I'm gonna have to refine this later. How are you with Celtic theme music, like harps and stuff? It depends. If there's any like abrupt noises, I have a hard time with it. So like harps are quite abrupt. They're very loud. They can be relaxing, but they're very plinky plonky. Can I like zoom in here? I need to get closer to do this. Freaking tiny little edge highlights nonsense. My texture pen, which I love so very much. There's a guy on YouTube that does a ton of stuff like Celtic, Viking, medieval, but not sure you'd like you. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's whoops. I guess I won't answer I won't reply to your statement then. Give me back my full screen, please. That's the wrong way. That's the one that makes me go back to where I want it. There you go. I mean, I think it's pretty legibly a mango. I might touch up the line work a bit to make it a little bit more interesting, but I think it's good. 70 seconds. Dark green would be good here. After I make the size larger, of course. Turn this whole thing dark green. That's too dark. Can't even tell that it's green. That's good. That's too bright now. You're back? Wow. Nothing. I was just saying that Viking and medieval stuff always kind of a bit loud because they have like hurdy-gurdies and stuff like that. Kind of grindy, noisy. Viking stuff tends to be like very like drum-based. It's hard to explain what kind of music interests I have. I mean, like I said, if you suggest something, you can send it to me in like a whisper, and I'll check it out and see if I like it. I don't know for sure if I will, and I'm not going to guarantee it, but I'm willing to listen and try. See what it's like, you know? Only whispers. You only have 2 one-offs that I want to recommend. I mean, you can put them in chat too if you want. I just won't be able to listen to them right now, but if you put them in whispers, I'll be able to check them out later. You have posting permission. You're a VIP. You're allowed to post in chat. You've done links today already. That's gonna be a hard one to manage. Oh wait, that was the exact same color. Whoops. No wonder it was looking weird. I didn't lower the color, or the hue at all, or the saturation, or whatever number of words I'm looking for here. Dang it, did it again. Going through your YouTube playlist, just checking, yeah. Now I'm gonna blend them because I don't want to worry about it otherwise. Blur would be better here so I don't mess up the nanny blend. Doesn't work, does it? Because the background layer is black. Song 1 and 2. Okay. maybe I should leave it unblurred just to avoid the black line smear. Do I like that? Do I want it to remain... What did I do with the bread? I made the bread like brown, I think. But the bread's all one color, so that's a lot easier to manage. Yeah, I did. It's all one color. So I didn't have a problem with that one. This one's different colors, so it's a problem. I could make it like an orange and just have the whole thing orange. Maybe that'd be better. Or I could leave it black. That's fine too. It's hard to say. Orange doesn't really look that good, I don't think, on this drawing as an outline. It's more brown than orange anyway. I don't like it orange. I think I prefer it this color, but I do need to figure out how to blend those together. Those color, yeah, the adjoining colors. Without revealing the black underline. I guess I could remove, where is it? Blend. Can I remove the, color stretch? That's not what I want. Blur. Let's do blur. I'll just manage. I'll fiddle around and see what happens. Blur still does the same thing. It causes the underlying black line to show through. How do I do this? There's a way... I can't remember how to do this. There's a way to, like, make it so that the, you don't... so that it doesn't blend to the lower section. It's been a long time since I've done this particular method. So I don't remember how to do it. I mean, I guess fingertips would work here. Just to be careful not to accidentally overblend. There you go. That's not too bad. I don't know how I feel about the leaf at this stage. The leaf feels like it's too dark. Everything else is pretty vibrant. I may have to just adjust this. Be a different color entirely. The leaf can stay the same color, but I might have to just color this brighter. Leave the shading on, but keep the line work different colored. And you can't. That's just too blendy. It blends too much. It's too much of a. It's too similar. I need this leaf to be obviously a different entity than the rest of the image. Oops. remember correctly, every time you make a new emote, even if it's just an adjustment, you have to get it approved. Yeah, but it's not like a... It doesn't take that long. Even though I just spent all this time coloring those lines, I think I am just gonna leave it black. Because I leaned back and it looked like a jelly bean. I didn't like it, so now I think this looks better than without the with the colored line art. I don't want a jelly bean. I want a mango. That highlight's too bright too. Really makes it aggressively bright. Oops. Mango flavored jelly bean. Jelly bean flavored mango. Ugh. The shine might be contributing to the jelly bean. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, I still think it looks like a jelly bean. But I think you're right about the shine. I'm gonna keep it black. I do think I will change this, though. Instead of the white, I'll use a less white, and I'll use a spray paint instead. Give it a little bit of a highlight here. That's too aggressive. Get out of here. Use a yellow instead. Maybe it doesn't even need it, honestly. No, it's just a regular mango, just like the bread. Just a regular piece of food. At least ideally, that's what I want it to be. The bread's not blushing, that's just, it's color. If you post the bread in chat, it adds an extra bit of color to it. It doesn't show up as, like, that blushing as much as it just shows up as a different color. It adds a little bit of texture to the bread that it wouldn't otherwise have. It just makes this, it just breaks up the, monotony of the brown at range. Because like this, you can easily tell that's a pink on top of the brown, but if I zoom it out, then it becomes less pink and more just like changes the color of the top of the bread. If I left it just brown, it'd be kind of boring. So I put in little pink highlights. Like adding shine without adding shine, exactly, yeah. I think the mango's mostly fine. I think that maybe I don't even need this highlight, to be honest. I think the highlight might add too much. You think it's blushing, headcanon? Yeah. It is blushing, yeah. I did draw it blushing, but it was for the sake of making it a little bit different. Let me add a little bit more here. I think the problem is that it's not quite, like, uniform. Lower the opacity, so it just adds a little bit, but not too much. A little bit of shine, a little bit of glow. The artist's desires no longer matter when it goes out to the wild. Yeah, basically. Okay, I think that's done. I'm okay with this mango. I think it's a mango. I do need to, like, make these bumps a little bit less bumpy. I'm also going to increase its size by about 5%. Too big. There you go. Crimson Mango Hole is born. It was here. We were here. Where's in the screenshot? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see who gets a screenshot. I didn't finish that. That's still a bit too rough. Now that I've enhanced the size, color. Okay, I'm gonna do something wild and wacky that you've never seen before. I'm gonna add a completely awful series of colors to the background to make sure no colors are clipping through. my GPU does not like that. How dare you? Treat me like a fool. I think it's good. I think it's good. I think there's no clipping. I think we're good. I think I can call it done. Very tropical. Well, unfortunately, it's going to remain like this. I saved you the pain of using the vibrant green. Normally, when I'm checking for missing colors, I'll use this color here. And that blinding light. But, you know, it's good. I'm satisfied with this. I think it's a decent emote. It's very clearly a mango, I think. Would probably argue it's a different type of fruit, but mango-y enough. Excuse me. It's difficult to reach my mute button because it's all the way over there. So I wasn't able to stop myself. It is a mango. Yes, good. Perfect. Now, here's the real question. Should it be a follower emote or a sub emote? You want to use it? Alright. I was thinking about making all of my foods and drinks followers, and then all the unique ones to me, subs. But I really like the Grip It and Rip It can. And I want that to be... I want people to get that one, so I think I will put that one as a... Lurk is in new hands. Lurk needs new hands. Yeah. I'll get around to fixing Lurk at some point. I won't do it right away. I'll probably do it in the next few days. But it'll get done eventually. Now I have to remember how to fit it. Because it's gonna be like, it has to be like gigantic and then medium and then small to like upload. You have to upload 3 different versions of it to make sure it fits. And it has to be below like a megabyte or something like that. Something very specific like that. So the regular mango is probably below a maybe it's below a megabyte. It has to be like half size then quarter size. No, it's too big. I just looked. It's too big. The file size is too large. Crap. How do I make it smaller? I can lower the quality a bit. How much smaller does it need to get? Oh wow, it's twice the size it needs to be. Crap. It's 2.85 megabytes. I need to reduce it by 1.85 megabytes somehow. How do I do that? I mean, like I said, I can reduce its quality. Yeah, I know. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do export. Export, please. Export PNG, Mango. Oh, God. 1 megabyte. Let's see. What is... How do I get 1 megabyte out of... How do I reduce that? I reduce it by like 1/3, so... Or 2/3? 2/3. But that's not how pixels work, so... Will 75% size work? Maybe. How big will that make it? One of these days. 8 months from now, got it. Yeah, you know, it'll take time. Just take a megabyte out of them. Gonna be a pixel mango at this point. Well, no, I think you can tell it by looking at the top of the screen. This mango's 4,000 by 4,000 pixels at 300 DPI, which is like what is it? What's DPI stand for? Like dynamic pixel, something like that. I don't know. It's like pixels per inch or something like that. Dots per inch. That's what it is. So. It's 300 pixels per inch, 4,000 pixels by 4,000 pixels. So it's you know, whatever 4,000 divided by 300 is. So it's 13 inches. By 13 inches, if you were to have it on a piece of paper. So it's a foot by a foot. It's fairly large. It's like not tiny, at least. Dualities per inch. Probably like one of your French calls. No! No! Okay, how big was that? Now that it's exported. How big is this? 1.9. So I reduced it by 75% and reduced it by 1 megabyte. Just about. So, ideally, dropping it to 50% size should lower it more. Guess we'll find out, won't we? I don't remember if I had to do this for my other ones or not, but... It's not like the worst thing ever, it's just kind of annoying. It'll still show up perfectly well, no matter what I do here. That is below a megabyte, okay. So we can upload that one now. Nice. Okay. Well, it's there now. I won't show up for a while, but it's there. So, you know, enjoy that. Actually, it should show up immediately. I think I have the instant emote access, or whatever it's called. think it should just be available. I haven't had any, like, issues with my channel, so should be fine. But I don't know when it'll show up. But yeah, I'm, love how Mango received more TLC than your moon emotes. Well, this one's easy. The other ones are done, like, they just need to be, like, refined a bit. Like, well, that one's fine. That one needs to be refined a bit. I need better hands. I need to add a little bit of shading. I need to make sure that cloud is obviously a cloud. That one's mostly fine. Just need to make the hand look a little bit better and then add some shading. This one, you just need to clean up some of the lines, correct the nose a bit, add a little bit more shading here and there. That one's done perfectly fine. Then shrink it all. Well, yeah, it takes a little bit of extra effort, but not much. And this one's almost fine. I need to clean up the lines, add some shading, fix the hands a bit, and then add some different colors to the mouth and stuff just to make it look a bit nicer. But they're all done. They all have about the same level of completion. Just the mango was the one I wanted to do the most, because I like mangoes. And they're tasty. But yeah. So, I think that's going to be it for me. I'm going to head off. I believe, should be back tomorrow with Remnant from the Ashes. That will be probably the last stream. I'm not sure. I thought the last stream would have been the last stream, but maybe this will be the last stream. I don't know. But we'll figure it out. And then the day after that's going to be the Grey Knights game, which I'm struggling with and worried I'm going to lose. If I do lose it, I'll probably just play a different game, but you never know. Reading from the Ashes. Well, I'm hoping there's not that much more reading left. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for lurking, you know, all that. I appreciate you. So take care. Have a good one. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Hopefully my mango shows up tomorrow.